We're back in business and we're back to doing the things that we love to do.
We're back.
And this is the Proper Football Podcast. And today we're going to talk about the Euro that's starting tomorrow. And the first game will be Germany and Scotland.
Yes, Euro 2024 is upon us. New tournament, new summer, and a new studio for the Proper Football Podcast. Can't wait for you guys to see it. We are incredibly excited. Make sure you guys are subscribing so when we do drop a video on the new studio, you'll be the first notified and you'll be the first to see it. But back to some Euro talk.
All right. So I think we're gonna just highlight some of our most memorable moments in the past, and let's go on and talk about it. Kels, what do you think is your most memorable Euro moment?
Euros, I've probably been watching since I was like 10, 11, 12 years old. And the most memorable for me, I think it was because it was such an underdog type of situation, was when Portugal beat France in the 2016 Euros. And it was so crazy because, we got the up-and-coming, the France that had the super squad, the Pogbas, the Kantés. Mbappe was playing?
What was that, 2016?
2018?
No, that was 2016?
No.
I don't
Mbappe
think
did it.
so, no.
No. But still.
That was
France-
more like Montreal time.
Oh boy, Montreal time was But yeah, we had that juggernaut of a team, and then we had the Portugal, which was a good team, but mainly Ronaldo focused,
Yes.
So 15, 20 minutes into the game, Ronaldo gets injured, has to come off, and we're like, France they got this in the bag, Portugal's done for, and then late in extra time, or late in it was late in either extra time or full time. Might have been the 81st minute if I remember correctly.
I want to say extra time.
Extra time?
I can't recall, but
I can't recall either. But this guy Eder, who was pretty much a nobody to everybody else, scores the game-winning goal, and Portugal win it. And it was such an underdog story. Ronaldo finally wins with Portugal, and they win in extra time.
I remember that moment.
I was happy because we're Cape Verdean. We already automatically root for Portugal most of the time.
Yeah. I don't know. I had France winning that game.
Yeah.
I actually had money on the line that day, and it didn't look too good, and lost money that day. Hey. It is what it is. But my most memorable moment had to be in 2008. My favorite player at that time and forever is Fernando Torres. He was the only one to score that game in a 1-0 match against Germany. And it was a nice, lovely chip. And that was one of my most memorable moments for the Euros. It meant a lot to me because that was my favorite player.
Yeah.
Spain at that time too, they had a good squad, and that was like the beginning of their success for that 3-tournament period, like winning the Euros and then winning the World Cup and then going on to win the Euros again. But that's when Torres was good. You know what I'm saying? World Cup, following Euros, wasn't the same guy anymore.
Injuries, man. Injuries will mess you up.
Yep.
Long term, and man, that was a long time ago. A lot of players that are not playing no longer anymore, like these Torreses and these other guys that you're just not going to be able to see play in a Euro tournament. And that's no different from this Euro tournament here. We have a lot of legends this is going to be their last tournament that are going to be able to showcase their talent just due to, age or retirement or just things not going their way. I mean, we can name a couple, like one of the most, recent ones that we can think off the top of our head is Modric for Croatia, man. He's been having that team on his back for 4 to 6 years, literally single-handedly bringing that team to where it needs to be. World Cup 2018 finalist, semi-finalist in the last World Cup 2022. And putting up good performances now. I mean, this guy Modric we can go on and on about his club career, but even in his national career has been crazy.
Yeah, especially him just signing a recent contract, for another year. Him also saying that he wants to retire at the top, and him being 38, I just don't see him getting a few more contracts at Real
Yeah.
Madrid. I think he's done a lot at Real Madrid. He's done a lot for Croatia, but at 38 years old, I agree with you. I don't think he will be at the next
Yeah,
Euros.
the Euros are every 4 years. I mean, come on.
Next World Cup, possibly.
At 40?
It's a possibility, man. He's probably still the best player on that team right now.
That's
But
that's true.
yeah, it is. It is true.
That's crazy now that I think about it. Wow.
Next guy that on this list that we have, none of these guys have announced retirement, but there's one player that we're about to mention. Tony Cruz. He's 34 years old. Just won a Champions League, and yeah, announced that this is his final rodeo. And yo, wow, what a way to do it! They're playing. Well, he's playing at home. Germany's hosting the
Right.
Euros, so what a way to go out! Champions League, and then Euros at your
Don't
homeland.
forget La Liga,
Yeah.
Champions League, and potential Euro. Even if they lose, he's gonna get a standing ovation because he's at home, like you said. And I've heard that if Germany wins the Euro, he's in contention for Ballon d'Or.
Wow, yeah, he is. But I think Vinny's the favorite right now. They got Copa America coming up
True.
soon. But my opinion, I think the Euros is going to be more exciting than the
Yeah.
Copa America. Not that you shouldn't watch the Copa
Yeah,
America.
you should watch
but,
both. We should watch both.
Yeah, we should watch both. But yeah, Tony Cruz, man, what a legend. He's won a World Cup. He's done many things, but for sure his last tournament for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss seeing this guy, man. We can go to the next country. We're talk about a little bit about France. You got a few guys that's gonna be probably their last tournament. We could start with the guy that be running all over the place, N'Golo Kante, man. I remember
The guy that returned.
Like I didn't see him making this team. He went to Saudi Arabia. We know that the level of difficulty there is much less than the other top European clubs, and I just didn't see him making it, but he made it. And he's 33 now. I just don't know if he'll be able to keep up at age 37 4 years from now. Because what his big thing is stamina and the legs. Is he gonna have that 4 years from now? Especially not training and playing at the top level? I think not, but we remember 2018, 2018 World Cup, 2020 Euros, this guy was bossing it, man. In the middle of the field, just doing all the dirty work that no one else wants to do.
No, that is true. And for the other guy for France is Antoine Griezmann. He's the same age as Conte, and his overall game doesn't revolve around speed. But at 37 years old, same concept. I don't think he would be able to be at the Euros either.
Nah, there's no way.
Because France, they're known for producing great quality players. In the recent years too, like you see, they always got some, new guy that comes onto the team, and yeah, they show out.
Yeah, like look at the other guys who we're talking about. Modric, Cruz. The reason why they're still on that team is because that country hasn't been able to develop high quality players
Yes.
like France has been doing with the midfielders for Conte, even Griezmann, and even this next player, the all-time leading goal scorer for France, Olivier Giroud. It's gonna be sad to see him out, but I don't think, no disrespect to him, I don't think France is gonna be missing anything because they have Mbappe, because they have Koulibaly coming up, and all these other guys that's gonna be able to just slot right in and do damage.
Yeah.
But Giroud
No,
at
agreed.
37, there's no way. I mean, he's going away from AC Milan. What's he? LAFC now?
LA Gat.
LA
Is
Galaxy?
it?
I
No,
think it's
LAFC. Yes.
LAFC.
Yes.
So he's on his way out. It's gonna be sad to see him. Dang. This is gonna be rough.
Yeah.
Just talking about
Yeah.
all this, man.
No. there's quite a few more players we got on the list, but
I'm just saying, just talking about like all the memories and like, damn, this is the
yeah,
last time we're gonna see these
no,
guys at
our
national level.
childhood is gone, man. You know what I'm saying? We seen all these guys growing up. Kyle Walker, look, 34 years old. He's still, you know,
He's
at the
there,
top
but for
level.
how much longer?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
34. Then you got 38 years old. I
Like
don't
how
know.
it's only so long you can keep up with my Mbappe.
Yeah, and you're crazy, but no,
It's
that's a
true.
fact. That is a fact. But it's like, all right, he's 34 years old. He's still at the top level. You still got other guys that are younger than him. You know, you got what is his name? You got Reece James.
Mm-hmm.
You know, didn't get called up, but you know,
He's there.
he can make it. You know, the next time for sure.
Got Trent.
And then you got Trent right now that's playing in the midfield, but you know, you can always slide him off to the right, and we don't know what other right backs are
Yo,
on the ranks.
we have one that didn't call up because maybe he has disagreements
Oh
with the
yeah,
coach, Ben
true.
White.
Ben White.
Ben White can slot right in there, bro.
Yeah, nah, bro. I don't. I think Southgate will find every excuse not
Yeah,
to
that's what I'm saying.
include him.
Once Southgate is out, Ben White can slot right in. Southgate's not gonna stay
Yeah.
there forever, especially if he doesn't win
It's
this one.
it's tough though. I actually watched something recently, and they actually want him to extend.
That's ridiculous.
So I don't know if they do well, he'll extend. But if they get like knocked out early,
Listen.
then it's a real problem. No, it's a real problem if they get out early.
We'll talk about England in a little
Yeah.
bit, but anything less than winning is a disappointment, if you ask me. But we'll get to there. We'll get there when we get there. Another fantastic defender that plays in the EPL, your boy, Virgil van Dijk, 32, turning 33 during the competition. I think that ACL injury just took off a year or two
Oh man, here we go.
from his entire career. No, real talk. Because he could have went to like 37, 38.
You don't know that yet, though. You don't know that yet.
No,
He just had a good year.
He had a great year.
He had a great year.
But I'm saying injuries will slow down your progress.
For sure. For sure.
And I think that's what's going to be, especially getting that later in his career. I think what did a disservice to him, but...
And you got young guys. You got young guys in
exactly.
Netherlands right now that might not get all the game time. For me, I think Mickey van de Ven should get some game time, but he might not start.
Mm-hmm.
They have De Vrij.
Yep.
They have Delight.
Yep.
Might be on the bench because he didn't have the best season ever.
Nathan Ake?
Arcade, I could probably see him starting as a left back. But yo, I was watching one game recently. Forget who Netherlands was playing. I think it was Ireland. They put Mickey van de Ven on the left side. This dude can play left back.
Oh, he's so fast.
He's fast. I put him over Arcade because he's faster. But hey, man, that's not my decision.
Yeah.
But I think Van Dijk can make it to the next Euros. But there's a big possibility at 36 years old. Kind of tough. That's a tough challenge.
Yeah.
But following along, we have KDB, one of the all-time EPL greats. He's 32, going on 33. Talking about he has to open up his options at his age. So when I hear players talk like that, it sounds like they're closer to retirement than proceeding on to their careers.
And also, that Belgian team pisses him off because he knows that he should have won at least a trophy with that team, especially with that golden generation he had. And I think he just rather this be his last tournament and win, draw, or lose. He can just say, hey, I did my best. I was the best player on that team. I did what I had to do, and it's time for me to move on and collect my check at Saudi.
Yeah.
Speaking of Saudi...
Saudi's best. Portugal's best.
The one and only Cristiano Ronaldo. It's actually
I don't even know if he's Portuguese or he's from Saudi now. I don't know. But he made it to the Euros. He's still Portuguese.
He made it to the Euros. He's considered Portuguese, and it's a miracle that he's still playing at this level at his age. 39 years old is no joke to be playing at the highest level and still scoring. We saw him score a brace a couple days ago. Phew, this has to be the last. I think he knows it. We all know it.
I think he's the first player to play in 6 Euros.
Really?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous, man. Well, there you go. 6 and the last one. This will be the last one. There's no way at 43 years old you're playing.
Yeah, I mean,
for
already
Portugal.
at 39 years old, there's already a lot of questions if he's
Yeah.
gonna start.
Right.
You know, yeah, I don't know. And he recently too, he's talking about like he doesn't have many years left in him, and yeah, that's a factor when you get to that age. You know, maybe he'll end up playing for these little leagues or just retire if he wants to. But at 39 years old, I don't see him going to the next one because Portugal has a great national team at the moment, and they have a lot of options for strikers, and I would say they'll be all right without him.
I agree. I agree. They have very good players in every single position with depth. So lose Ronaldo would be something more sentimental that you're losing rather than quality. But you still will be losing some quality, even though he's 39.
Leadership, you know.
Leadership, yeah. There's a lot of intangibles that you
Yo,
can't.
matter of fact, you know what I just remembered? When you talked about your favorite moment, he was like coaching on the sidelines.
Yeah, bro. This guy was the national team coach for 85 minutes, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
The guy, he loves Portugal. Now I can confirm he's Portuguese.
Yeah, facts. All right. Yeah, now we're gonna shed some light into some of the young players. You know, it's a beautiful transition. You know, we get to see, you know, our favorite players that we watched for years, and then, you know, then we also get to see new talent. You know, who's up in the ranks and who's been doing good in their leagues, and yeah. So I got Wirtz, for young talents. We know what he did in Bayer Leverkusen, and we know how good he is, and he might go to Real Madrid.
Yeah, I think what's crazy is that he's really competing. Not really. I think he got his place solidified
Oh, he's starting 100%.
over players like Musiala.
No.
Yes.
They're both gonna start. You crazy?
No, I think
No, you're crazy.
they already said how they're gonna start their midfield. They're gonna play that 4-3-3, the usual. In the middle, they're gonna put oh my goodness.
They're not gonna play with one up top.
They're gonna one up top.
Okay.
Havertz up top.
Okay.
But in the number 10 is gonna be Gundogan, they said. Which messed me up, because that's where I had Wirtz.
Yeah?
Or I had Wirtz and Musiala on the left.
No, that's tough.
That's tough. Because if you put Gundogan in the center attack,
You
Kroos-
can't. No, there's
Kroos-
no possible way that Musiala and Wirtz are not going to start at the same
Bro,
time.
look.
That would be very, very pathetic.
It's pathetic, but it's Kroos and Andrich, the guy from.
Yeah, Andrich, he had a good season at Bayer Leverkusen, but I'm not doing that. I'd put Gundogan
Nah, they want someone to be a
Gundogan
number 6.
and Cruz together with Wirtz attacking mid and then Musiala on the left hand side.
That's what
Simple.
I would like too. But
Simple.
They need someone to be that number 6, like that dog. And neither Kroos or Gundogan's gonna do that.
Well, I guess I gotta go and update my my brackets because I don't agree with these tactics. But all right, hey, it is what it is.
But yeah, both phenomenal times. Wirtz, Musiala, they're just gonna do what they do, and at 20, 21 years old, compete like putting people like Sane on the bench. Muller, obviously he's older. Oh,
Yeah.
that's someone that we forgot. Muller probably.
Oh
is
yeah,
last.
Muller. Wow, I forgot about. That's actually very disrespectful. Cause yo, he wasn't he like a top goal scorer in the like World Cup back in the day.
2018, I think he scored.
No, I think it was before that. I forget what World Cup it was. It was 2010.
2010. He's been around the block, huh?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, I think it was around then. Yeah, bro, he's mad old, fam.
But he looks old.
Yeah, he been looking old since he was 21 years old. He's been the same age for a long time. So maybe he'll make it to the next Euros. You never know.
Oh man, that's outrageous. But yeah, Muller, that's crazy. All right, let's get out of Germany, man. Let's go to Spain, and let's talk about these two young wingers, these two young talents that are very exciting. Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams. We can start with Lamine Yamal. This guy's 16 years old. Guy's bringing homework from school to the Euros for him to do. He's saying, I hope my teachers don't get mad at me. This guy is just unbelievable. Put him on the right wing, he can beat anybody. He's 16, 6 feet something, speed, strength, balance. He's gonna bring so much to that Spanish squad because I know they're gonna want to keep a lot of possession, which they're used to doing. But he's gonna be able to release them and take players one-on-one and stay wide and cut in. It's gonna be dangerous. And Nico Williams, same thing. He's just a little bit older on the opposite side. So I'm really excited to see these two players do something for Spain.
Yeah. Mia Lamal, he had a pretty decent season at Barcelona. They needed him too.
Imagine without him.
Yeah.
Playing players like
it'll be a little.
You're gonna have to rely
tough.
on Ferran Torres and these type of guys. I mean, Rafinha, yeah, good player, but Lamine Yamal, wow. And it's not just because he's 16.
Yeah,
it's because he's really performing. So.
Yeah, next guy I got is Zaire Emery. He actually won a few championships at PSG already. He's 18 years old, and he's done a lot at his age already.
Mm-hmm.
And he's at the top level, like we said. He's at PSG. This guy's worth like 60 million euros, and he might not get it's kind of tough. Matter of fact, yeah, he might not get a start, but I think he will get some game time. But it's good to have him in a tournament right now because he could gain experience for the next tournament and then, the next competition coming up, the World Cup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we've seen what he did at PSG, and even during the qualifying stages when he was getting injured. I think it was a friendly, but he just turns up for France, man. And speaking of another PSG player who hasn't really played for PSG, Xavi Simons. He was on loan the past 2 years.
I think he should leave.
I think he should, but they have no plans of selling him.
Yeah.
But one thing for sure, he's definitely starting on that Netherlands squad. He can play in the middle at center attack. He can play out wide. I'm sure he can even play false nine, man, but he's electric, man. We saw him at a young age, at like 5, 6, 7 years old. Like, yo, this is the next guy. And now he's really proven what he has to offer. So,
yeah, what helped him a lot was that loan. Yeah. That loan to Leipzig helped him a lot.
Even before that, PSV.
Oh, yeah, PSV too. True. Yeah. That's very true.
So 2 years on loan at developing clubs.
Yep.
I really think he should go on loan again to like Dortmund or somebody.
I think he should stay at Leipzig if he can, but I don't know what PSG's going to do with him. But, yeah, I watched him recently play for Netherlands, and he looks really good, man. He looks like he's calm on the ball. He's level-headed, mature, and, yeah, they're going to need him because he's going to start.
Yeah, he has to start, man. Very mature, like I said. Just scored his first goal. Excited to see what he does for this squad. Moving on to another very exciting player. We got to see him a lot in the EPL playing for Manchester City, Jeremy Doku. Not too much to say about him. I just know he's going to light it up. Whoever's one-on-one and whatever right back he has to go against is going to be tough for them. So
yeah, he's too skillful. He's too fast,
strong. They're gonna go.
You know how that guy's very strong. I seen a video the other day, and it was like a one-on-one between him and Company. This guy had Company on the floor, bro.
Company?
Yes, bro.
The defender.
Yes.
That's crazy. That guy's no
Yeah, that was insane. But Jeremy Doku, he's definitely a future talent. He took
current talent, if you ask me.
Yeah, current talent too. He took Jack Grealish's spot for Man City, and we know what happened to Jack Grealish.
Yeah.
Didn't make the Euros, and yeah, got a lot to do with Jeremy Doku.
Yeah, man. Oh, that's crazy. That's a good point, man.
So, for England, I got a couple guys here. Got Jude Bellingham and Mainu. Not much to talk about for Jude Bellingham.
Right.
We know what he did. And it's kind of scary to think, like, he's on this list because he's really at a whole nother list. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's probably running for the Ballon d'Or right now.
If England win, for me, he has
No,
to
if he wins, he'll probably win. But right now, favorite is for sure Vinny, and he's right behind Vinny. But at his age, what he's accomplished, coming from Dortmund, going to Real Madrid, playing his old club at the final. He didn't have a great final, but still, he won a Champions League at his age, and not a lot of people can say that for his age.
Yeah. And speaking of another player that was pivotal in their team winning a trophy this season, Kobe Manu for Manchester United, winning the FA Cup. This guy came out of nowhere. Man, you needed someone to plug in the middle.
Yep.
And similar to what you're saying about Xavi Simmons, very calm on the ball, composed. You can trust him. I don't know how much game time he's going to get because this is the Euros. You have people like Declan Rice, and even they're talking about Trent Alexander-Arnold playing in the midfield.
Yeah.
You probably would rather trust them just because of experience. But when it comes down to quality, Kobe Manu is right up there with the top midfielders on that team.
Yeah, he's another player I would say is coming to Euros, and he's going to try to gain experience, you know. And you'd want to bring him, you know what I'm saying, because he's so young and so talented.
Yeah.
He deserves it. Yeah, we got Sesko. He's a striker. He's very young, and he had a pretty good season. And also, there was a lot of clubs out for him recently. You had like Chelsea looking at him, Arsenal looking at him. I'm pretty sure there was. I'm not mistaken. I think Man U was looking at him too.
Yep.
But yeah, he's fast, good shot. But yeah, he could be surprising. We'll see what he does in the Euros.
Yeah, we'll see. His national team isn't the strongest, but all you need is one chance. And if you give him a chance, he'll most likely score. The next person that I'm really excited to look at for Denmark is Rasmus Højlund. I've never really seen him in the on a national level, but I know what he can do on a club level. And when I'm looking at Denmark's team, they have a really strong team.
Super strong.
Like well-rounded, if I may. And putting him right up top, I think could be really dangerous for any opponent because this guy is lethal if you give him a chance. At his current club, he doesn't get many chances, so he's not going to score a ton of goals. But, man, if he gets some open space, he reminds me of Erling Haaland.
Wow, that is true, though. He got the speed, physicality. Yeah, I see no difference. Maybe a better touch. Maybe a better touch than Haaland.
Maybe a conversation for another day.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
And last we have on the list is Real Madrid's young boy, Goulet. I believe, how old is he? Like 19?
18, 19 years old.
18, 19. Yeah, young boy. He was injured for a long time. But recently, towards the end of the season, he started scoring goals.
Bro, I think like 6 goals in the past 6 games or something like that. Something crazy.
But yeah, that goes to show like how good Real Madrid is and, you know, how good they're going to be in the future because of the young squad that they have. But he plays for Turkey. And I think I had Turkey coming in second place in their group. So yeah, let's move along to
Our predictions.
So, Kelton, who do you have as being the most disappointing team in the Euros this year?
Most disappointing, my days. I mean, there's many big teams. The way I rank this is like, who do I think should be doing really well, and in reality, they're not really gonna live up to their expectations. And the team for me, and it's really been a team for several years now that's been doing this, is Belgium. In the past, this team's been ranked as number 1 in the world and still falling short. Now they're not number 1 in the world, but they still have a good enough squad with people like Lukaku, who does really well on the international level, De Bruyne, Doku, who we already talked about, Tielemans, all these guys that should be leading their teams to greatness. And what I see is them getting through to the knockout stages and then getting knocked out in the first round, in round of 16 or whatever, because they just choke. We saw them in the World Cup, same thing. And they don't have any cohesion. They're just a bunch of good players on the team.
Yeah. I'm going with Belgium as well for everything that you just said, and they don't have the team that they had before. So I don't really see them going too far. You know, you got Lukaku there. Who else is over there right now? Tielemans, and it's
Carrasco. Even they have to bring up Vertonghen.
Oh, who else? You got homie from Arsenal, Trossard. You know, but I just don't think that's gonna be enough for them. So I'm gonna go with Belgium as well. It could be Italy too. You never know. It could be Italy too.
Italy. Yeah, it could be Italy. Yeah, it could be either one, but I'm gonna go with Belgium just because I think they do have enough to get through to like the later stages, but they just something mentally that won't let them go.
Yep, yep. All right, so
Let me
what's
ask
next on
you.
the list?
Conversely, the opposite of the disappointing team, a surprise team, a dark horse, a
Yeah.
team that has no expectations to do anything big, but you see them going far.
I'm going to go with Denmark because their team on paper is just too strong. Like, just from their goalkeepers, I know who's going to start, but you could really start Sommer if you wanted to, but you got Kobo over there. You have Christian Eriksen. You still have Delaney, Jensen, so many guys. Who else is there? You got is it Okafor?
No, before.
Yeah, striker.
No. He's on Switzerland.
Oh yeah, matter of fact, I'm so sorry. Yeah, he is from Switzerland. But yeah, no, I think Denmark can do it. They play well together, and I don't know. I just think they'll be the surprise team of the tournament.
Yeah, man. I mean, they always have a strong squad, well rounded, and I'm with you on that.
And
Denmark.
who's there? Yeah, and looking at their group stage, they could get points from England. They could get points with Serbia, and they could get points from Slovenia. But I have Denmark coming in second. But, hey, yo, they could even come in first, Kels.
Denmark?
Yo, they
Over
could, bro.
England?
They could. They could shock England.
Bugging.
Bro, England lately, I mean, I know it was just international friendlies, but they didn't look so good. But, bro, England's England. We know what England does.
That's true.
They choke a lot as well. So, I think they'll be the surprise team in the tournament.
That's a good shout. I agree with Denmark. I just have another differing opinion, if that even makes sense, how we can agree and differ. I have Croatia. I feel like every tournament, they are the dark horse. They are the surprise team. But with all these players getting older and we having more doubts on like people like Modric and Perisic and all these other guys, we cast more doubt. But I still think they're gonna go through and go really far to like the semifinals, perhaps, with their goalie. Remember in the World Cup, he was just saving penalty after penalty, save after save. Gvardiol had a really good season with Man City. They have obviously Modric that we don't have to talk about. And just a well-rounded team similar to Denmark. It would be nice to see them go head-to-head if that was even a possibility. I don't think it's going to be very probable for that to happen, but I would love to see that. If Denmark can beat Germany and Spain and Portugal, they can find Croatia in the final. Or even if they get to if Denmark and Croatia can get to the semi-final, they'll face each other in the third place thing.
That's a possibility, bro. That's a big possibility.
I'm looking at the bracket now. Denmark would have to face most likely Germany. They would have to get.
That would be very tough.
That would be tough, but
it's doable. But possible. Germany's at home, and hopefully, it can give them momentum.
If Denmark beats Germany, they'll face Spain next. Possible. Play a good defensive team.
Yeah, they could do that too.
Just play defensive and then hit them on a counter, especially with Højlund. And then you'll face Portugal and then maybe lose to Portugal, but at least you get to the semis. Same thing with Croatia. They can beat Switzerland.
Yes.
They can beat England. And then they'll have to face France. Which we've already seen. No, not whooped. They faced France in the World Cup.
Oh, yeah?
They lost 4-2, but France was on top.
Okay.
They faced France again in this past World Cup.
What was
in the semifinal? I think it was. I forgot what it was. But made it to the semifinal. Croatia against France. They got knocked out by France.
Oh, yeah.
Who's to say they can't do it again?
Yo.
I would love to see it.
I've seen it so many times, but I don't know if it can happen this time. But I'm never going to count Croatia out.
Yeah.
But that was a good shout. Top goal scorer.
We already know.
Yeah. It's going to be Oliver Giroud. He's going to go out and close out this tournament, his last tournament, by being the top goal scorer. But no, really, it's actually going to be Mbappe. Bro, I mean, He has about 47 goals, I believe, right now for France. He's not too far away from Thierry Henry, who's in second. But no, every tournament he shows up, man. And that last World Cup against Argentina, he did a lot for that team.
Nah, bro.
He
If it
did
wasn't for him,
everything he could do to have this team win a World Cup.
if it wasn't for him, there wouldn't be a France and like imagine France without Mbappe right now. They're such a weaker team.
No, oh yeah, 100%,
They're such a weaker team.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, no, I got Mbappe as my top goal scorer. How about you, man?
Yeah, I got Mbappe. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have to really go into depth with this guy. This guy, he scores at will. He said 47 goals.
47 goals. How old is Mbappe? He's probably what, like
25-ish? 25, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. He got many years ahead of him, so yeah.
Mbappe.
Oliver Giroud got 57. He's 10 away.
Yo, Mbappe can break that record this tournament.
That's wild.
There's 7 games. They're most likely going to go to the final.
Yeah.
If
No,
he scores,
it's doable, but that's wild, bro. That is wild. And I think he could get a lot of goals in the group stage too.
that's what I'm saying. I was about to go look who's in their bracket. You know what I'm saying?
I think from off top of my head, I think it's Poland, Austria and Netherlands. Yeah.
That's exactly who it is. So they can go crush Poland.
Yeah. Poland got no shot. 4th place.
Smash Austria.
They could, yeah.
And put a goal or 2 past Netherlands.
Yeah.
He could be at 6-7 goals at the group stage.
Yeah.
Nah.
He could. Or they could smash a couple teams and then just rest them.
True.
You know.
True. That is true because even if that goes the way we're thinking, France will face Turkey next in the knockout stage. Smash them.
Yeah. Hulk smash.
Hulk smash. Then face Italy. Beat them down like ground beef.
Yeah. Hey, yo.
Then England after that.
Oh, man.
We'll have to see. We got Mbappe over here. Then it's time to see who's going to win and who's going to come in second. I guess we'll start with second. And it was really tough. Me I did the bracket. I had these 2 teams going the furthest. And for me, I think this team in second place just has backup in every single position.
Oh, yeah.
I think they have experience. I think they have youth. I think they have legs. They have it all. But they're still going to come in second, in my opinion. And that's going to be Portugal.
Yeah, I got Portugal too. I also did the bracket. I had Germany facing Portugal, and I think Portugal, with the experience they got and how they just play together, man, they have a great team. Up top, they have so many options. As I said, they got Jota that I believe may start up top with not up top, but you might have Leao on the left-hand side. You got João Felix. You got just so many guys,
Bernardo
man.
Silva. You said Jota already?
Yeah.
Leao.
You got Ramos up top. You got a lot of guys.
Arguably their best player, Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
Come on, Vitinha.
Now, Bruno Fernandes, he's a good player, man. For Portugal, he plays really different.
Really good.
But, I mean, then again, he got a lot of good players around him, too. So, who else? You got Neves. You got Pepe.
Look
at
at
his
that back
age,
line.
at his age, bro, he is moving.
He is moving. Yo, I saw something on EAFC that he has a pace of 80.
That's a freaking force. Bro, this guy, he got a couple years on Ronaldo now. He's 41. Yes. Bro. Ultimate force. Real Madrid, you could get rid of Nacho and sign Pepe again.
Yes,
you really could, bro.
Yes, bro. Yes. Wow, that's
I seen him the other day. He
Where'd
made
you see
some
him
time. I seen him at my crib. You feel me? Nah, I seen him. I was watching this game and Yo, I was like, damn, this guy is fast, bro. He did some type of tackle. I'm like, fam, I'm like
But even
27 doing a tackle like that. My back is hurting.
even looking at that back line, you mentioned Pepe, but look at all these young stars: Antonio Silva, Inacio.
Ignacio, yeah.
Look at left back. They still don't know who's going to start left back. Whether it's going to be
Mendes.
Mendes or Diogo Dallo. At right back, you have João Cancelo. You have Nelson Semedo. Diego Costa in the back is
Piera's over there, but he's gonna be on. He's gonna play the bench.
He's gonna be on the bench. Yeah, he's good. But unfortunately, I don't think they're gonna be able to cope with who I predict being the winner. Les Bleus. Allez les Bleus.
Yo. I mean, if Pepe's going up against Mbappe, I think he's gonna try to kill him.
Nah, he's gonna get a red card.
He's gonna try to kill him if he plays.
And that's it. Then they'll be able to capitalize.
But as far as the winners for the World Cup,
the World Cup, the World Cup winners.
Yeah, Euros. So I had France and England go into the semifinals.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I have France and England going to the semis, but I think France will go to the final, play Portugal, and I think they'll beat Portugal in the final. Yeah. I think they would want to redeem themselves because they lost to Portugal, a few years back, 2016. And no, they just got a powerful team. These guys, they come when they play for these big tournaments, they know what to do. And you got a guy like Antoine Griezmann. Bro, every time he plays for France, doesn't matter what position he plays, he performs and he plays for the team. Attack and mid, left wing, right, it don't matter. Like, he does what he needs to do. And they're loaded. They have center backs. This is actually crazy to me. They have a center back that might be a top 5 center back in the world that will be on the bench.
William Saliba.
And they will win.
That just shows you.
And they will win the Euros. You believe that?
That just shows you the depth that team has, man. And if it wasn't for France, I would have Portugal. But France is still in the contention, so I got Portugal. Portugal coming in second, and France winning the whole thing, man. So let's see. I mean, it starts tomorrow. Let's see how it happens, how it plays out, and let us know what you think in the comments. How you think everything is gonna go down, and we'll see. We'll see who's right, who's wrong, who's close.
Well, in tournaments like this, man, all you can do is make a prediction.
That's all you can do.
But a lot of things could happen. Injuries, and surprise. Like you could have a guy that may come in and surprise you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's going to be a lot of new changes for the tournament as well. There's going to be a few new rules. You got, like, the new squad amount you can have is 23.
26.
To 26 now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, that's cool, too. Now you get a lot of guys to come in and have a learning experience. Mm-hmm. Those 3 extra guys may not play, but, yeah, they might play in the next tournament. You know some any other rules, fellas, or nah?
The offsides rule.
Oh yeah.
Not new.
Semi-automated
offsides.
Which I think I like because they'll make decisions faster, and maybe make proper decisions versus imbeciles trying to create a line and try to create a line for like 10 minutes. No, I'm just joking. They're not imbeciles, but it'll be faster.
Yeah, I agree.
What else? Let's see. Well, there's going to be a microchip in the ball. It will help determine if there was a handball or not. Oh. Kind of crazy to me. Next thing, in the next Euros or World Cup, they will have chips and players to tell you how fast they are and how... No, I'm joking.
And mind read exactly.
Mind read what passing. Yo, a microchip in a ball, huh? Wow, this is insane. Another one is regular time. Yo, back to regular time, which is respected. These guys cannot be playing for an extra 20 minutes in a competition.
It's a little outrageous.
Bro, you can't do that. it'll be wild. You're gonna have a lot of injuries, and yeah, you can't have that in a tournament if you want to win a tournament.
That is right. That is right. So those are all the updates on Euro. We're excited to hear about you. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you're new, definitely subscribe. If you like this video or this audio, please give it a like. Rate it 5 stars on all podcast platforms. And we'll see you on the other side.